Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco. Sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
Majita and Jip are madly in love.
I think it was after about 3 or 4 months I realised Majita was the one.
Feisty Majita takes the lead in the relationship, and a year ago she proposed to film student Jip.
Jip thinks I stole his thunder by proposing. I just got sick of waiting for him.
26-year-old Jip's just finished uni. He's completely skint and still living at home with his parents in Hayes.
It would have been a long time, maybe 5 or 6 years before I could have afforded to get married, really.
Aspiring actress Majita doesn't have a penny either.
It's brilliant.
The cash-strapped couple are desperate to wed, so we're giving them £12,000 towards their big day.
This is going to be the greatest wedding mankind has ever known.
But there's a catch. They've agreed in the presence of a lawyer that Jip will organise the wedding alone. They'll have absolutely no contact and the bride won't know a single thing about her wedding until the big day in 4 weeks' time.
This is my chance to sort of do something spectacular, really, and sort of make up for not proposing to you.
So, will Jip be able to keep everyone happy?
This is my day and I want to look gorgeous.
Will Majita get to hear about the stag night? And how will they cope with the 4-week separation?
I haven't seen him in such a long time.
Can this man give his bride a day that she will never forget?
I'm not going to walk down the aisle wearing something that barely goes over my bum. What, then I'm just walking down naked?
John Paul, also known as Jip, met Majita in a bar in Kingston 3 years ago.
You charmed me, didn't you?
I did. I worked my magic.
They've been engaged for a year, but they still live apart with their respective parents.
It's exciting, the fact that we've never lived together and then now we're going to get married.
Some would say stupid.
Some would say traditional.
But breaking with tradition, Majita's letting Jip plan the biggest day of her life.
And here's to secrets. Not telling you anything. Lots of secrets and lies and potato pies. I think it's definitely going to be a sort of point of maturity for me, and also it's something that I really want to do, to show my commitment to Majita.
Majita and Jip have agreed not to see or speak to each other until the day.
Bye.
The next time they meet
Love you.
will be at the altar. Majita's moving out of her parents' house in Kingston and in with maid of honour Jess in East London.
I think she's going to be feeling quite emotional and lonely and a bit left out of all the organising and stuff. So by moving in with me, we can help support her and make her feel kind of cosy and happy.
She's going to be my security blanket.
Jip's going to be relying on his best men, Adam and Liam, for support.
It's got the fear of Majita hanging over us at all times. She's threatened us enough to keep us on our toes.
Welcome. You ready to plan a wedding?
Yep. We're not complete idiots. Although we may look at times like that, we can, we'll pull a plan together.
Who knows how to put up whiteboards? I don't think this actually came with screws. I don't think this is really going to do it because it's quite heavy for blue tack. This is going to be quite precarious. Basically, don't write on the whiteboard. It's too dangerous. So we've got £12,000. What are you going to do with 12 big ones?
Spend on alcohol.
Yeah? It's hard to sort of guess at the moment what kind of budget to allocate.
I think Jip's, capable of organising the wedding. I do have a lot of faith in him.
So we have 4 weeks, and it's wedding season. It's going to be tough, I think, to find anywhere.
Downstairs, Jip's parents, Eve and Jerry, are coming to terms with their son's impending marriage.
I still think of him as being a boy rather than a young man. So it'll be strange. I think he doesn't realise how much there is to be done. He looks at it all and writes things down, but things don't always go to plan, do they? So.
I think erecting a whiteboard is on par with arranging a wedding in terms of difficulty. It's a beaut. It is a beaut. Guest list. Entertainment. Drink. Shall I underline that?
Yep.
I think we should.
Nice.
It's going to be a good party for £12,000. The way I've been looking at it is a kind of opportunity to get eternal brownie points for the rest of our marriage. Rings?
Do you have to get like a wedding licence thing or
Legal stuff.
Jip's strengths, he's extremely good with money.
In all honesty, I really have no idea what anything's going to cost. This is from maybe what I've seen in movies.
If it goes anything like the board, it's just going to be the shoddiest wedding ever.
Meanwhile, Majita is settling into her new home with Jess and her fiancé Charlie, and she's got one thing on her mind.
The dress is the most important thing, because at the end of the day, I've got to wear that in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And I want everybody to go, God, doesn't she look amazing? Not, oh, she looks all right. Which is why, for me, it's the most important thing, that he gets right anyway. Just because, yeah, and he doesn't come out with something like that.
I kind of like that.
Well, it's a good thing you're not bloody...
Yeah, but you know, she's got appeal.
What kind of appeal to be picked up on the street?
Yeah, exactly. So that's true. She does look maybe a little bit like she's trying to entice Hugh Grant into a car.
Exactly.
For Majita, living with a couple makes her separation from Jip more painful.
We all three of us get on really, really well, like Jess, Charlie and I. It gets really weird though when sort of obviously it's night time and the two of them are going off on their own and they're in bed. So... That's when it gets a bit more difficult. You know, it's all worth it. Keep saying to myself as well that, you know, we've got a whole life together, so.
But it's the next 4 weeks Jip's got to focus on. Time to brainstorm with his trusty sidekicks.
What are you most worried about entertainment?
Yeah, entertainment's a big thing, I think.
And you can have like about 10 bands playing, charge entrance fees and everything.
It's gradually going from a wedding to a festival.
But what about, like, say if my nan comes, she's like 91, coming up to 91. She doesn't really mosh, no.
I trust the best men to be supportive. As far as guiding Jip to make the right decisions, I do worry about the best men's maturity.
We can have like an old person's tent. Yeah? And have like, is Vera Lynn still alive? No, just an idea.
I wouldn't like an overly themed wedding. For example, a theme where everybody has to come dressed as a character. I wouldn't like our wedding day to be gimmicky.
The theme is going to be 1940s and early 50s film noir, yeah? That's for the look, the dress, so the suits, her wedding dress, the guests are going to dress like that.
I was just wondering if they could come dressed as a pearly king.
You can come dressed as a pearly queen then?
Yeah. No, I would do that. I'd do that for you.
You do it for me? You'd be the pearly queen?
Yes.
By closing time, Jip's full of Dutch courage.
This is going to be the greatest wedding mankind has ever known. Since the birth of mankind, since God created man, if he even did, this is going to be the greatest single moment to ever grace our fair planet.
It's Jip's job to choose the dress, but Majita can't resist a chance to feel bridal and takes Jess for some fantasy shopping.
Oh, wow, check that out.
It's kind of been stressful so far, just because I think Majita's been feeling a bit upset about not seeing Jip.
I'm getting in the wedding mood now.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really excited. I can barely contain myself.
Yeah, because I think I've been feeling a little left out.
I like that. I think you should try that.
Yeah, all right then. One of the biggest reasons I want to get married is that everybody can look at me and go, doesn't she look amazing? Brilliant, thank you.
Meanwhile, across town, Jip's off to make the most important purchase of his life, alone.
Because I've never actually been wedding dress shopping before, I'm just going to go in there thinking, that looks nice, I'll take one of those and maybe one of those.
With his 40s theme in mind, Jip's first stop is a retro bridal shop.
What sort of height is she?
She is 5'5½". She always likes to stress the extra half.
That's exactly the same as me.
Oh, wow. So she's your height then?
My height, probably not my width. But anyways.
Jip does like his bargains. I don't know whether he realises how important the dress is to me.
This had a flower at the
Yeah,
front, so...
because that's the thing I quite like, you know, to do something like that, because she's quite kooky, is a nice word. Yeah, so...
He's very shrewd with his money, so I think he'll be fine with that.
He's a good haggler.
What price is this dress in particular?
This one's 1,500.
Okay. I think I initially set aside around about 1,000 for a dress, but that was kind of like including shoes and accessories, so obviously it's more than I initially planned. I just don't want to get into debt.
Back in Westminster, the wedding dresses Majita's found cost at least twice what Jip's budgeted. For Majita, the most important dress of her life has no price tag.
Oh dear, my tissue box is upstairs.
Oh, you look gorgeous.
But Majita's only allowed to try, not buy. It's what Jip thinks that matters.
The dress I want to buy for Majita would be probably not like a traditional kind of a white dress.
Now, let's try this. This is very ballerina.
It's gorgeous.
It's a traditional girl in there somewhere,
Yes,
obviously.
deep down.
Yeah, exactly. The dress is a big deal. I hate to sort of sound kind of vain, but at the end of the day, this is my day and I want to look gorgeous. If he doesn't get me a dress that I look nice in, then I'm going to be disappointed.
Majita's far more traditional than she realises she is. Jip's definitely got his work cut out, because I think what he'll think she likes is maybe not what she likes at all.
Seeing myself in those very long, full dresses, I thought, well, this is actually what a wedding dress should probably look like, and I felt more like a bride in those.
Luckily for Majita, Jip's called in reinforcements and heads to a traditional wedding shop in search of a dress for under £1,000.
So do you want sleeves on it, or...?
I quite like, you know, something that is like strapless. Like that's quite nice. You're going to make someone a beautiful wife. That is actually like a sleeve thing that you would button down there. It would be all right without that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Just take a pair of scissors to it.
Yeah, just cut it.
What kind of price would this dress be?
This one's 2,600.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think that's about it really, because I mean, obviously we've got a lot of appointments today,
Absolutely,
so we're gonna...
yeah.
I'm just worried that they're a bit too traditional, but then at the same time they also are significantly higher in terms of budget than what I think I can really afford to spend on it.
I never ever thought wedding dresses could be so bloody expensive. They make their money preying on little girls' dreams, basically. Girls grow up dreaming, oh, I'm going to have this beautiful wedding, I'm going to have this beautiful wedding dress. They're just hiking the price up.
But that's like for people who can afford that kind of thing.
Yeah,
we
you
come
may as
from
well
like
if you can,
a particular sort of wealth status, so we
we're
couldn't...
poor, so...
Yeah, we're paupers.
If Jip thinks wedding dresses are pricey, he's yet to discover the cost of a venue.
Yeah, time isn't really on our side, so we're probably going to be limited to maybe 2 or 3 venues.
Jip's found one venue that has a date free for his wedding, the Newbury Manor Hotel in Berkshire.
Come on guys, have a look at the flowers. In terms of the venue, I don't want it to be like a modern kind of a thing, because that would probably not match very well with the theme that we're thinking about in terms of the dress, which is a sort of 40s, 50s style.
This is the largest function suite we have.
I think at first the little ceremony hall seemed a bit kind of stale, just seemed a bit too hotel-y.
And then you've got a glass of sparkling wine for the bridal toast and the speeches.
Cost 6,300. About 4,000 to 5,000 I think was my initial figure, so maybe I underestimated what a venue would cost.
With money tight and only 2 weeks to go before the big day, Jip's passion for film gives him a big idea. The world-famous Pinewood Studios. Home to international movie productions like Batman and Casino Royale, Pinewood Studios is built around an old lodge, Heatherden Hall.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, wow. Let's take it. Obviously, yeah, sold. But yeah, no, obviously we're going to talk first, but didn't mean to get your hopes up there.
No,
but,
no.
Yeah, I think this would blow Majita's brain into pieces. So much so that we may have to pass on this because it's too dangerous.
Movie buff Jip hasn't even asked the price, and already he's dreaming of the silver screen.
The room was actually originally built as a set for the movie The Great Gatsby.
Oh, really? I'm really impressed. I mean, like, so both myself and my fiancée are really big film fans and stuff anyway, so that's why I kind of thought this would be quite a nice place to have the event. I think Majita will really love this place because you feel like a bit of a film star, maybe, who knows. Yeah. I'm confident that she'd like it, definitely, so. And what dates or date is available?
We've got Saturday the 28th available for you.
OK, that sounds good. I think most people can make it. You guys free?
I'll try and get
I'm a bit busy. You're busy, aren't you? I think we're thinking that the venue with food, we're hoping to get in the region of about 5,000.
You're looking at around just over £7,000 plus VAT on top of that.
So 9,000 and something
around
like that.
9,000, yeah.
£9,000 for Pinewood Studios is almost double the cost of the first venue.
I was just amazed. It's just the most stunning location, and I think Majita would really, really love it. The downside, obviously, is it's a bit more expensive, quite more expensive, actually, but, you know, something I think that's worth doing.
Pinewood will eat up 3/4 of his total budget. Jip needs a cash injection. He seeks financial backup from the bank of Mum and Dad.
If you are going to put money into the wedding, it'd be good to know up front roughly how much my pocket money, my allowance will increase by this month.
Yeah. At about £2,000.
2,000, yeah?
Would that
That's
help?
gotta be yeah, that'd be excellent. So we'd have about 14,000.
Does she need a dress?
No, we'll get her a bin liner. She'll be fine. If things go horribly wrong.
Even after his parents' top-up, Jip only has £5,000 left to buy everything else he needs for the wedding. The dress, the decorations, the rings, the invites, the car, even the flowers.
I may on the day explain to her that the flowers may not be so nice, but shut up and look at the surroundings. They're pretty friggin' awesome.
That's romance for you.
That's romance.
Shut up.
Shut up at your face and look at all this beautiful venue. Yeah.
Majita's worrying about what the day might hold and turns to her parents for support.
The most important thing for a woman on that day is going to be the dress. It's got to be the dress.
If I get a dress that I can't fit into, what's the point?
It'll be hanging over his head.
No, it won't. Only if you make it.
It's so frustrating because people are always telling me, how's it going? What's happening? Where are you doing it? And I'm like, I don't know, stop asking me. Just, you know, I don't know anything, so please.
On average, it takes 6 weeks to make a wedding dress and 4 fittings with the bride. Jip has less than 2 weeks and no chance of a fitting. He hasn't even chosen a dress yet.
I just worry that they'll just come up with some crazy joke and go with it.
That is beautiful, Adam.
Imagine that.
You'll make someone...
Imagine that.
And think it's really funny, and then, you know, the wedding day, they suddenly realise, actually, maybe we should have got him a nice dress.
She is quite sort of quirky and likes kind of interesting designs, so I'm just sort of worried that, you know, a lot of the dresses I've seen today are quite traditional and sort of plain. A predicament, because that is awesome.
I do get worried. I mean, when it comes to clothing, I think that's where there might be an issue. We've come to blows on a few times when he's sort of picked something up for me and I'm just like, okay, when have you ever seen me in anything like that?
So you can
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, and that's good because it's not traditional and that's what I'm going for.
If you have something striking up here, it's good because it's gonna make a waist look tiny.
Yeah,
which
that's what it'd be good. How much is this one?
So you're probably looking more that 12 to 1,300,
Okay.
1,400 price.
That's at least 300 more than Jip wants to spend.
Can we sit down, do a little bartering, a little haggling and see what we can do, yeah?
You can try.
Oh, we'll try, yeah.
We did say 12, I'm sure I said 12, but I'm sure we could do it for 1,100.
Yeah, it would, because genuinely, and I know it doesn't sound like a lot of difference, but because I'm on a really tight budget.
Well, no,
obviously
it does. I mean, I understand that
Yeah.
you've got other stuff to do.
Yeah. I've actually agreed to the dress, paid £1,100 for it. I'm about 99% positive that Majita will love it, so I'm feeling good. I guess I'm grown up now.
Unlike Jip, Ross the dressmaker has years of experience in pleasing brides.
We don't really get a lot of wacky brides, and I would say somebody that comes in and wants something truly, truly different is once every 2 years you'll get one. I think he's a very brave man. That's what I think.
I got a little diary here that I bought the other day, so I should start putting in all these details in case I forget. Thursday, I've got 2 appointments. Meeting the graphic designer at 5:30, and then Samson, the ring maker. I think I'm handling things quite well. Wedding planner is a possible career. You know, who knows, next year I don't know what I'm going to do. I might be doing a PhD. If that doesn't go through, I don't know what. Wedding planning could be a possibility.
But he's got to pull off his own big day first. He's off to a second-hand shop to find vintage suits to fit his 40s theme.
What do you think? The trousers could come off a bit.
It's quite big.
It is a little big. I look like sex on a stick. You stop laughing. No, now he's off again. I want people to look at me and think I look really cool, and hopefully Majita will look at me and think I'm sexy.
The first 40s suit that JP tried on is ridiculous.
What is the price of this?
The suits are 65.
65?
Yes,
excellent.
that's right.
Because I spent tons on the wedding dress.
The suit doesn't fit, his best men can't stop laughing, but it's cheap, so he's not going to rule it out just yet.
What did you think? Did I look like that kid in Big, you know, when he shrinks and he's wearing Tom Hanks' suit?
I'll be honest, I think you could do a bit better. Oh, the Godfather again.
You don't get that lengthened.
Yeah, I can. It's my superpowers. Suit, I think, is going to be proved quite hard to get because obviously most people from the 40s are dead.
Oh wow.
What do you think? Would you marry me?
Can't let my best mate get married in that.
You look like a 30s dictionary salesman.
Which part of me are you laughing at?
Everything.
Just everything.
Everything.
Well, you guys are going to be dressed like this too, so there you go.
I don't think we're going to get it done today. I think it's might take a bit longer than we anticipated.
Let's have a little fun with some 80s stuff.
Rock gods at heart, the boys abandon their suit hunt.
I just feel natural. I think we have to buy this stuff. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Jip can't resist a haggle.
Is there any chance of getting like a bulk discount, you think, at all?
Let's see how much it is.
Yeah, wicked. Cheers, dude. Today we have spent £70, all on 80s luminous clothing from a vintage shop. No suits, no shoes, no hats yet.
The wedding budget goes a long way. Down the pub.
Unsuccessful but funny day.
It was funny.
Well, we got something. We got an idea.
What did we get? We got
I'll tell you what, we got an idea that we know absolute fuck all about suits.
I'm just quite worried as to how good we're going to look, and I don't want any of the guests to turn up and have some totally awesome suit better than us. It's tough. And then normally, at a time like this, Majita would be here to help me, but she's not, so, you know, I have to go it alone.
With just over a week to go, the venue is booked, the dress is bought, but Majita is in the dark and feeling frustrated.
The waiting has been really difficult. There's nothing there for me to see or to hold or to read or, you know, anything. It's difficult for me to kind of bring excitement from nothing, really. I haven't been able to see him for the past 4 weeks, so that's been my stress.
Where is it going to be? Do you know that?
I don't
Not
know.
even that?
No.
She doesn't
know anything. She doesn't know what she's wearing even.
Oh my goodness.
To relieve her wedding stress, Majita calls a girls' night out.
Why do you actually want to get married? What made you think?
Yeah, I've heard Jip's absolutely loaded, so I thought, you know, grab my chance, get me a millionaire. Yeah. And yeah, then I decided to marry a student who still lives with his parents and hardly earns a penny.
What stuff? Rags to riches, baby.
Well,
Rags to
you know,
riches.
it must be love, because I haven't married him for anything else.
Before I met Majita, I think I was a lot more cynical about love. In my opinion, love was just like a chemical reaction in your brain. I'm a bit too analytical and scientific and stuff at times, I think. Her in general, she's like completely changed my opinion on that, and you know, I've just realised that I just honestly couldn't be happier with anyone else. I really doubt that would be possible.
While Jip's in the mood for love, the girls' conversation turns to sex.
I could never, ever marry someone who I hadn't had sex with. I just
who hadn't had sex before either.
Yeah.
The thing is, you connect through sex, so...
Yeah, exactly. If you wait till you're married and you suddenly find he can't get it up, or, you know, his thing is too small, I'm sorry, but, you know, I haven't been faithful in previous relationships. And
yeah, that's... but not to the full extent of being unfaithful.
It's not something I'm proud of. When I broke up with my last boyfriend, it was because of that. It was because I just thought, I've cheated so many times. This is ridiculous, and this person doesn't deserve it. It was like I got drunk, I felt lonely, somebody was giving me attention, and I thought, you know, fantastic, great opportunity. Why not? You know, nobody's ever going to find out. This is why I knew, for me, that Jip was the man, because I felt absolutely, fully and wholly that this was the man for me. I felt happy, I felt true in myself, I feel beautiful, and I feel like that I'm important.
Suspecting that his budget is in trouble, Jip's called late-night crisis talks.
Shit, I don't think I'd spend that much, I don't think. So we've already kind of spent 12,000. Yeah. I used to sort of think I was, you know, quite a financially aware kind of a person, but yeah, my ideas of that are changing slowly. So far, I've been thinking, oh, this is going to cost this is going to cost that, and everything is just ridiculously more expensive than I imagined it would be. I swear that's like almost 12,000 now, not including car, Majita's accessories or our accessories. It's just starting to dawn on me how soon this is and how little time there is to do things.
Jip's made a radical decision and has some bad news for Jess and the bridesmaids.
What are you thinking about? What kind of dresses?
Something that's all similar. Black, white and red are the colours.
Controversial.
I know, but I'm confident.
And what's your budget, Jip? How much are we looking to spend on bridesmaids' dresses?
Well, it's up to you. You can spend as much as you like, but I don't really think I'm going to be able to help with the money, I'm afraid.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I have pissed away the budget on other things.
Okay.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's just a bit of a shock. I didn't realise that it was going to be something I had to budget for. As far as I knew, Jip was going to pay from them out of the budget, but he's not anymore.
No, he's not. But my mum said she's going to pay for mine.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have a mummy who's going to pay for mine. I'm really surprised by the colour scheme, without being funny, because I'd feel weird wearing white because that's the bride's colour. I don't wear red at all, and I'm really anti-black at weddings. I'm so anti it. In fact, for my wedding, I'm banning people from wearing black.
All right, let's get 3 of these. 3 of these. Let's go.
Even though Jip's not paying, he wants to have the last word on the dresses the girls will buy.
That's awful. I'm out of my element.
The pressure's on. With a week to go until the wedding, this is Jip's last chance to get all the girls together.
£39?
And this is the sail rail as well. And there's no option really, I think. I think we're going to have to go for something here. That dress there, that's the kind of, with the blue sash, is kind of nice, but if it was like in a red kind of colour, something like that would sort of be cool. Personally, I'd be happy if they went for any of these, but I know they're obviously, you know, they're on a whole different level of womanness, and they'll probably have something that they don't like about it. So who was looking for this one?
That's
size 10. I guess I should not really come in, should I? My verdict is buy 'em, let's get out of here.
Even though it's not hurting his pocket, true to form, Jip's looking for a discount.
We're just gonna see if we can get like a concession or some kind of discount because Chia knows someone who works for someone who works for someone who once knew someone who visited John Lewis. Do we get like a sort of 3 for 2 on this or anything? Buy one or buy one get one free or?
I wish we did that.
Yeah.
We get them clothes all the time.
Cool. Thank you for your help. Cheers. Yeah, maybe I'm not as good with money as I first thought. Shoes, hats, flowers, DJ, band. I feel like I'm back at university before an exam. You're just revising and cramming so much information into your head. It's all too much.
But if Jip's starting to feel the strain, after 3 weeks apart, Majita's at breaking point.
I don't think the gravity of the situation really has kind of dawned on me because I've just been so occupied with, you know, when I'm going to see him and, you know, that would be so much fun. Trying to deal with the fact that I haven't seen him in such a long time has, I think, has taken so much of my effort.
While Majita is on the ropes, Jip is on the road to Brighton for his stag do.
54p? That is friggin' good. Oh, what was that? Am I getting married? It is. It's kind of weird because I've been so freaking busy. Yeah. It's like it hasn't kind of dawned on me. Getting married is like being at the airport and then realising you're about to get married or get on a plane.
Or it's overpriced.
Or the tickets are really expensive. And you should have remembered your passport.
You know, you shouldn't be going there really.
Do you actually need a passport when you get married? You need ID. Surely you'd need ID.
With almost all his budget gone, Jip's got a cheap solution for his stag night.
First on the sheet.
My God, it's like windy.
Taunt or taunt. It shouldn't really be rocket science, but we can make it.
Front? Is this the front? We're doing this at the right part, though.
Well, you said that when we put it up, this is on the right side. I trusted you.
No, I didn't. Is that the front? That is the front, isn't it? You dick. Is there some way we can move the bottom?
You can organise a wedding, but you can't put up a tent.
So far, it's pretty much exactly as I thought it'd be, which is an absolute shambles.
I think we might have put the tent up on a cow path.
Determined to get value for money, Jip whips out his £70 worth of lycra.
Are you joking? I've got to wear that?
Will you wear this?
I might have to wear that as well?
This is your t-shirt, yeah.
OK, I'll wear anything.
Hey, mate. Legend.
My ideal hen night, I'd love to go away for the weekend. I'm not into kind of going out into town and, you know, wearing veils with L plates. I always felt that was a bit cheap.
In their relationship, Majita's one who wears the trousers, so it's more appropriate the hen gear for him. So yeah,
she's the trouser wearer.
She's the trouser wearer.
I'm the lycra and the pink shorts.
Yeah, it's clear you're not the alpha male in the relationship.
No.
I don't think Jip would have strippers either. I think him and his friends, I mean, bless them, they are very funny and, you know, they do like to do the odd sort of joke or stuff, but they're such old men at heart, I think. I can imagine it'd probably be around one of their houses. He doesn't really like, you know, things wackled in his face or anything like, you know, half-naked women. For me, it's another step into adulthood. As well, being Mrs.
He's all right. He's all right.
What the hell is that?
Don't tell me.
I'm all right. What's going on here? Hello?
Too heavy.
It's all good. It's the worst fucking stag do ever.
How many stag do's have you been on?
2.
And was this the second one?
Yeah.
And the first one was better?
Yeah.
So I had a 50-50 chance. I missed it.
They had boobs.
What can you do?
They had strippers and boobs.
Yeah, but the strippers in the place.
There's our tents. They're fucking still up there.
Our tents! Ah! High fives.
Jip's final fling isn't over yet.
Goodbye, single life.
What was that? Getting in the sea with a bunch of men with your single life?
Liam,
Yeah?
you alive? No. Just checking. Adam! Adam, wake up! Adam! I think we lost Adam. There's £100 off the £100 off the food bills. The band can play.
Jip may have taken the cheap option of camping, but he still wants his stags to pay their own way.
Guys. It's really cheap. It's like a tenner each. Has everyone got a tenner each? The chance to pay for the actual campsite? You don't? You genuinely don't? Cheers, dudes.
His stag night may be over, but Jip knows wedding plans wait for no man.
This is the traditional garter.
Sorry I haven't returned any of your recent calls. Been a little bit busy, as you might sort of understand. In you go. Come on. I just managed to get your number off the guy across the road in the cafe. Bargain as well. Good price. I reckon I got a few quid left. No, probably not, actually. I think I better leave it. It's not her tastes, anyway. A little tight. That's about 8, I reckon. Thank you very much. Oh, not bad. Little stressed. You know how it is. Wonder how much these are. Doesn't say. You know it's expensive.
Jip's taking his duties very seriously and has even decided to keep Majita's hen night a secret, so Jess is on standby, awaiting instructions.
Find out what's happening tonight.
Hello.
What's going on? What are we doing, my friend?
OK, where are you now, then?
We are outside Victoria Station. I've got Susie and Madge, and that's it so far.
You go to the corner of sorry, hang on a second. I need to actually find it on the map.
Oh, man. What's going on?
It's on the corner of Grosvenor Place and Hobart.
I don't have a map.
Oh, shit. Wilton Road. Sorry about this. See how organised I am. Is it W-I-L-T-O-N?
I, for idiot.
Thanks.
Perhaps a little bit more organisation would have been nice. This really doesn't bode well for my wedding.
Yeah, bye. That man. I don't really know where I'm going, but I'm going to try and sort the situation out. So, girls, come on.
I'm slowly starting to fall apart at the seams now, I think, so...
But a geek. Right,
yeah.
Matt, let's go.
OK. So where are we going?
Hey, I'm on Grosvenor Gardens.
The man I'm going to marry, chosen where he went for our first year anniversary.
Hello, sorry, did you arrive there yet? You have? Hey! I'm contributing towards the cost of the meal, obviously. Luckily, as there's hardly anyone turned up for it now, it should be fine. So you may actually have some left over for drinks, like when you go on to the next place.
How much have we got?
It's £100.
That's £100 between all of them.
So you can maybe buy yourself a nice couple of mojitos or something. And then the thing is, because I haven't been able to obviously get to see you or anything, would yourself or Susie be able to, you know, pay and then I'll just reimburse you?
Oh, OK.
Sister Chia and friend Victoria join them to make a party of 5. Worlds apart from Jip's stag night, the girls settle down to a civilised meal. After £100 worth of food, Jip's next plan is for the girls to go to the bar next door.
God, this is a bit posh. I know. It's very quiet in there. Should be an interesting night. It doesn't seem to be a dance floor or anything. He obviously thinks I'm far more sophisticated than I think I am.
Come on, let's do it. Drinks.
Is everybody ready?
Come on.
All right then. I'm surprised at how perhaps subdued the night is, and I don't know whether that's because of us or perhaps of the venues that he's chosen. He describes him a bit of a party animal, and then, I don't know, maybe this is something he's trying to tell me to do, that, you know, if I'm going to become a married woman, I've got to learn to subdue myself. Come on.
I don't know where we're going.
We're going Victoria Station.
With no entertainment for the reception and no budget left, Jip's stuck.
Right. Shit. If I had more budget, I would definitely go for that. £1,000 for a live band. £1,000, it could bring the whole tally to like 15,000 or something. Unless I get 10 people not to go. I'll just call up 10 people and say, sorry. On this spreadsheet, it already exceeds 14,000, like, and that didn't even include the band. Paddy, do you think you could sing at the wedding? How much did you charge? 2 dog biscuits. Yeah? Got a deal. I have money saved, but when it comes to September, neither of us have jobs. I don't know where we're going to be. We really need to move out. Like, as a married couple, I don't want to, like, carry on living in my mum's attic sort of a thing. I don't want to sort of not be able to afford to live next year. I'm stressed. I'm really stressed right now.
Bring your foot further in.
With just 3 days to go, best maid Jess is determined to get Majita into shape for married life.
Jips likes my curves. He'll hate it if I turn up, Twiggy.
Majita, 3 days. It's not going to have that much effect. Keep your arms going as well.
They're going.
Keep going.
This is so the last time I'm doing this.
No, it's not. Tomorrow morning.
Oh, no.
Sparrow Spa. We're
Oh,
off.
you can screw off there, thanks.
You've done well. Got to go back, though. Don't forget that.
Jip's 14 grand budget is long gone. Everything else he spends will eat into his own savings. So he's come up with a cunning plan to bake the wedding cake himself.
It's a banana and pecan cake. The guests will probably all hate it, but, you know, I'm arranging the wedding. It's my say. Saves about £500, I think. I was 10 years old when I won an award for baking in the Cub Scouts. Perfect. Cake ingredients came to about £60. Oh, Paddy! Woo, yummy. I want to become a cake maker now.
Wedding nerves are kicking in. The source of Majita's stress is still her dress.
I'm hoping Jip's got my sizes. I mean, do you know if he's got my sizes?
No, we don't.
Well, that's a bit worrying. I don't think I'm a standard size.
No,
I
you're
wouldn't-
not
I mean,
a standard size
Yeah, I mean,
at all.
I've always got problems when I go to, especially, you know, like skirts, dresses and stuff, because unless you had my size, I really doubt it would fit. How's that going to feel my confidence in the fact I can't even get into my own wedding dress? I'm too fat.
I don't think Majita will be too bothered if it's not a perfect fit, because she understands, you know, that I'm very limited in what I can do because I can't get her to come in and try it on and all this. So it might be sort of a bit loose in certain parts, but, you know, it's the way it is.
I'm not going to walk down the aisle wearing something that barely goes over my bum. I'm just not having it. What, then I'm just walking down naked? Or, you know, with a dress that's way too small that's exposing my bum and my back to everybody? How is that nice? How is that enjoyable? If it's too small and I can't do it up, we don't get married then. but I'm not wearing something that doesn't fit.
It's the day before, and all that's left for Jip to do is wait and worry.
Don't think I can eat any more of my breakfast. A little bit too nervous today. Or at least I've had half of it. It's better than nothing. Some mornings I haven't had a chance to have anything. I'm worried about the dress, the fitting of the dress, because there isn't that much leeway kind of on the waist part.
It's crunch time as Majita is finally going to try on the wedding dress that Jip has picked and paid for. Jip wants Majita to see the dress in its full glory, shoes and all, so she's blindfolded until the look is complete.
Are you really uncomfortable? I'm not used to having something this tight. It is very tight. Gosh, do you think you ought to loosen it just... Is it not fitting properly? Well, see how you go. I think wear it and see how you feel in it.
It's starting to loosen up now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just can't take full breath.
Okay, would you like to have a look?
Okay,
Jess,
do you want to have a look?
Is that a look of despair or pleasure?
Right, Maggie.
Yes.
This is the Cinderella moment.
Oh.
Lift this foot.
Are these ones I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Are these my wedding shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Get comfy, dear.
Yeah.
I think you look absolutely beautiful.
Oh. Is that you?
You're not grabbing anyone else.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm not going to be able to control myself now.
Ready? Steady. Oh, beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Do you like it?
Oh, I love it. It's so amazing. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
That fits well.
He's done an amazing job. I can't believe it. I don't think I really expected anything like this. I wasn't expecting pattern or... You won't speak.
On his final night as a bachelor, Jip's practicing the vows he's written himself.
It just kind of came to me and I kind of realised that it was right because it was just honest and it was just, you know, I thought, well, all I can do is write how I feel about her and the reasons I'm doing this. If you're ever sad, I'll be there to make you smile. If you're ever lonely, I'll be there to offer you friendship. If you ever feel lost, I'll be there to show you the way. You mean more to me than you'll ever know. You're a friend, a lover and an inspiration. It's just a short extract.
I think I'll see myself maybe just more of a whole person when I become somebody's wife. I think I'll just perhaps feel more like I belong with somebody rather than constantly thinking that I'm having to search, you know, for somebody or something extra whenever I go out.
If ever there was anything to test a man's sort of certainty of who he's about to marry, I think this whole process has done that, and it's just reaffirmed to me that, like, I know that I really, really love her and she's the person that I really want to be with, so, yeah.
After 4 weeks of separation and a bill of over £14,000, it's finally the big day.
Okay, that's it. Don't tighten it anymore because I can't actually breathe now. No more. Don't be a cow. Oh.
Oh. And that's beautiful.
In keeping with the theme, a 1950s Pontiac arrives to take Majita to her wedding in style.
Oh my God! God, I feel like Grace Kelly.
Let's get married. Bring it on.
House keys.
Aye?
House keys. I haven't got house keys.
You don't live here anymore. Come on, get on.
Who's got the keys?
As she leaves her parents' house, she may feel like a film star, but will Jip pull off a wedding fit for a screen goddess? The guests are arriving at Pinewood Studios, and Jip awaits his leading lady.
So now all I have to do is worry if Majita's going to turn up. Yeah.
Oh my God. So how many people are coming?
There's about 90 or so, I think.
Do you have any fears?
I don't know, things seem to be going well so far.
My only thing is that you're happy and then you get a good life with JP. That's how I feel.
Love you.
Let's get this over with so I can get this thing off.
Jess presents Majita with the final touches.
That's your bouquet, sweetie.
Oh, wow.
Now, John Paul, show me your hands. You're not
Quite
shaking.
calm,
Well
yeah,
done,
not
well
bad.
done. So far.
Okay. Hang on. Keep that makeup on there.
Don't you dare cry.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I ask you all please to stand for the arrival of the bridal party? John Paul and Majita, we are here today to celebrate your commitment to a marriage that will deepen and enrich every aspect of your lives.
Majita, I did all of this because of all you've done for me. Whenever I've been sad, your smile has melted my sorrow. Whenever I've been lonely, your touch has brought me comfort. You're my best friend, my lover, and my inspiration, and I will always be yours.
It's Majita's turn to read a poem that Jip has chosen.
I cannot promise you a life of sunshine. I cannot promise riches, wealth or gold. I cannot promise you an easy pathway that leads away from change or growing old. But I can promise all my heart's devotion, a smile to chase away your tears of sorrow, a love that's ever true and ever growing, a hand to hold in yours through each tomorrow.
And now I'm going to ask Liam, please, to step forward and pass the bride's ring to John Paul.
Majita, I give you this ring as a sign of my love and as a symbol of our marriage. I hope it fits.
And it's my great pleasure and my privilege to declare you as being husband and wife.
Right, let's go. I have my husband! Oh my God!
You like it? Yeah.
Keen to score more brownie points, Jip's got another sweet surprise for his new wife.
You see that cake? Homemade, banana and pecan.
Did you make that?
I made it. How good does it look?
It's not something I would have chosen, but no, listen.
Yeah.
It's better than what I would have chosen. It's
really?
so beyond anything that I ever thought I would pick out for myself. Absolutely. I just...
It's good.
I'm really overwhelmed that you
Good.
picked something so gorgeous for me.
Hey, it's all right.
This is just the most incredible venue. It's perfect. Majita looks beautiful. She's so happy.
Like, at the moment when Majita was walking down the aisle, you realise how much she put into it over the last 4 weeks and how much it means to both of them. So that was a really emotional moment.
Everyone was welling up, even the boys. And were you welling up? No.
He knows her so well. You know, it's absolutely Majita through and through, the whole thing.
Non-traditional as ever, Majita gets to her feet to have the final word.
I did have a speech, but I think it's a bit boring, so... Basically, over the past month, although we haven't seen each other, I feel that I have learnt new things. I'm very proud of what you have accomplished and what a fantastic day you have created for both of us. Although these weeks have been difficult, I have thought about you every minute of the day and counted the seconds till I can tell you in person how proud I am of you and how happy I am to be calling you my husband. And I'm glad that I plucked up the courage to ask you to marry me and relieved that you said yes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Afternoon.
You all having a good time?
Yay!
I think I speak on behalf of myself obviously. And when I say that the last 4 weeks have been some of the most nerve-wracking, stress-inducing and mentally exhausting of our young lives. Coming up with something nice to say about JP in such a short time will be hard for anyone.
Majita and JP.
And yes, Jip dug deep and coughed up his own savings for the best entertainment in town.
Total I spent was £14,337.50. And I feel it was worth every penny, and I would have paid more to have that kind of a day again. And it was just so worth every penny.
Sorry.